Life is all about perspective. Yet each one of our perspectives is defined by routine. And we live in a world of routine. Of alarm clocks and traffic jams, of coffee pots and fast food dinners, of overtime and screen time. And we cling to this routine, convinced that it and it alone can fill our lives with meaning. Yet in reality, thoughtless routine is no better than ignorant idleness. It is the mechanical mindset of routine that sucks the humanity from our everyday. It's the action without spirit, the deeds without love. It's using our hands and mouth when our mind and heart are somewhere else. And we become so embedded in routine that we forget the very foundations on which that routine was built. We forget the love we once shared and the passion we once had. We forget the wide-eyed child dreaming of the wondrous surprises that life had in store for them. And we forget that we were all once that child. You see, the paradox of our times is that we have more degrees but less sense. We have more knowledge but less action. We have more experts but less solutions. We learn to live in the middle of this incredible paradox, confined and shackled by a single perspective, yet obliviously unaware of our restraints. And so, one may ask, how do we escape from this routine, from this paradox that exists in our everyday lives? Well, it starts with each of us pressing pause. It starts with each of us taking a moment to step back and acknowledge the incredible intricacy of human existence. It starts with each of us becoming more aware of those around us, knowing that their lives are just as wondrously complex as our own. And by taking this moment to become more conscious, more aware, we learn to understand the consequences of a misplaced word or an irritated glance. We learn to understand the profound effect each of our lives has on the world around us. We learn to live with empathy instead of apathy, with curiosity instead of indifference, with passion instead of intolerance. We learn that our perspective is not unchangeable, inalterable, but rather to change our perspective is to change our mindset. As Albert Einstein once said, the problems we have today can't be solved with the same thinking that we used when we created them. And so, to change our perspective is to expand our horizons, to open ourselves to the possibility that life presents us with. And we learn to understand that our perspective is the most valuable thing we possess. And if we could each find the power to change our perspective, it's only then that we can truly begin to change the world.